Hello there and welcome. My name is Brad Bizek and I'm so excited to have you here with me today. Today we'll be discussing 3 toxic habits that could be preventing you from living an incredible life, and we're going to tell you what to do about them. So these 3 habits are secretly preventing not only your success, but new creative ideas from popping into your head to create success. And lots of times in life, you don't look for what's preventing you from living a great life. You just wonder why you aren't living a great life, right? So let's discuss these 3 habits that you might need to change currently preventing you from living an awesome life. One is your peer group. Yes, people are a habit. And write this down. There is no bigger life hack in the entire world than selecting your peer group intelligently. You need to start looking at everyone in your life as an anchor or a wind in your sail. And if they're an anchor, that doesn't mean you don't love them or care about them. It just means that you don't go to them for advice and you don't surround yourself with them on a regular basis. And this is hard because these are these people that you're used to spending time with sometimes. Think about it. If your best friend is broke, is that the person you want to ask for financial advice, even though they're your best friend? If your coworkers hate their jobs but don't do anything to change it, are they the people you want to share your dreams with? Absolutely not. Here's the thing. Those negative people, they're not trying to hurt you. They want to protect you and they just don't want you to outgrow them. So they're going to try to keep you safe in your little bubble. So are you making the mistake of not intentionally selecting your peers? And really think about the consequences of that for a second. If your peer group is made up of either coworkers who gossip about their crappy boss, or spend time scrolling social media or watching the news, if they're negative, they're worried, they're pessimistic, and they don't do anything to change their life or positively improve it, what type of advice are they going to give you? Will they tell you to go after your dreams? Or will they warn you that 4 out of 5 restaurants fail and your dream isn't realistic? Will they tell you to start a business? Or will they say things like, but you have great health benefits here, don't throw that away? The consequences of this are astronomical. In fact, take a look right now at the lives of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Chances are, your life is pretty much the average of all of them. There's some differences, yes, but for the most part, you're either as amazing, living the same amazing life as them, or as stagnant as them. So it's time to raise the bar because your life is a direct reflection of the expectations of your peer group. That is a quote from Tony Robbins. Your life is a direct reflection of the expectations of your peer group. If your peer group was filled with people playing life at the highest level, people who are doing what you once thought was impossible, and that challenge you to go bigger, what will your life look like? Will you be more likely to realize a dream or less likely? Will you be more likely to submit that resume for a new job or less likely? Will you be more likely to start a business or less likely? People are a habit. And they're either toxic and they're keeping you stuck, or they're a growth habit that are pushing you out of your comfort zone every single day. So that's habit number 1 that might be preventing your success. Let's move on to the second one that could be preventing you from living a great life, and that's cultivating lasting energy. And I have a question leading into this. Where do you believe that energy comes from? Is it food? Is it sleep? Is it exercise? And yes, those things play a role, but I'm willing to place money on the fact that your energy is psychological. I'm willing to bet you that it's a choice. When was the last time you went to a concert? Did your excitement and your energy that you felt at that concert depend on what you ate for breakfast that day? Or no matter what, would you have had a great time? Energy is something you bring. It's something you choose to bring to the table. It's a conscious choice. And it's a habit you need to learn if you want to escape your version of mediocrity and create a life on your terms. Do you ever feel like you don't have the energy to submit that resume or to start that business because you're so exhausted after a long day, and it kind of just feels like a vicious cycle that's impossible to break? Well, think about this. You already know the recipe for low energy. Think about this. Does a person with low energy have their chest up or their chest down? Is their voice loud or is it quiet? Are they breathing really fast or are they breathing shallow? See, you already know how to create crappy energy. And if you ask me, low energy sounds a hell of a lot like those depressed states that keep you on the couch instead of chasing your dreams, right? So think about what you do after you get home from work. Do you slouch on the couch and watch the next episode of your show? Do you stop moving your body? Do you slow your breathing, right? You just answered the question about why you don't have the energy to build your dreams. A lot of people wonder why they don't have the energy to build their dreams, and they'll even rationalize excuses. And ask yourself if this is you. They'll say, I'm just too busy. No, you're not, right? You just need to learn how to cultivate lasting energy. Imagine what it would look like if you had all the energy in the world when you got home from work to build your dreams, to start that business, to switch industries, to have that tough conversation, to start that relationship. Imagine what it would look like to have undying energy at any moment in time. It's really simple to do. And if you want to escape your version of mediocrity or your quarter or midlife crisis, whatever you're going through, That's one of the habits you'll need to develop, because right now, most of the world just thinks they're a victim to the energy they happen to have in that moment. And they make the mistake of not knowing how to choose their energy and relying on coffee until 4 p.m. And I'm here to tell you that you can master your energy and that it's a choice. When you do that, creating your dreams gets so much easier, because the end of the day isn't draining. It's when you're just getting started. So that's habit number 2 that you need to change if you want to really create an amazing life. And the third habit that could be preventing your dreams from happening is your daily routines. We need to reinvent your routines right now. So question, what's the first thing you do in the morning? Let me guess. Check your phone, right? Check email, check Facebook, check Instagram, check BuzzFeed. You sit there, maybe check emails from your boss. You might sit there and you might scroll and let all those posts and those emails fill your mind. Well, when you start your day with the news, or social media, or an email from your boss, you're no longer proactively starting your day. You're starting your day in reaction to the outside world, in reaction to other people's needs, to other people's wants, other people's desires. You're starting your day forgetting about yourself. It's the same thing as putting someone else's oxygen mask first on an airplane. You gotta take care of yourself and put your oxygen mask on first to have an outstanding day. You need the routines that benefit your life instead of add stress to your life. So think about it, what's more impactful? If the first thing you see waking up, you're scrolling this thing, just going, and the first thing you see is a post of someone complaining about Donald Trump, or an email from your boss with 7 projects, all equal priority level, and 4 texts from your mom wondering why you haven't called her in the last 2 weeks, is that gonna help you live your best life? No. What if the first thing you do before you look at this is you write down 3 things you're grateful for? You exercise, you read through your goals, you focus on what your game plan is that day to create those goals, and you draft out your game plan. You create a morning routine full of positivity, energy, exercise, happiness, gratitude. How do you think your day would go differently? Would you have more energy or less energy? Would you be more positive or less positive? Would you be more likely to realize a dream or less likely? You'd be so much more likely. Think about the damage it does to scroll social media and watch the news on a consistent basis, hours a day. Negativity, violence, politics, rape, crime, mass shootings, all these things, so much fear being poured into your mind. Now, I'm not saying those situations aren't real and tragic. I'm saying that when you're trying to escape mediocrity and create an incredible life, does it benefit you to flood fear into your brain as your main source of consumption? No, so write this down. Stand guard at the gates of your mind, or negativity generates automatically. What does that mean? Excuses, doubt, negative self-talk, self-deprecating humor. When your mind is constantly receiving other people's opinions, other people's negativity and gossip as your first form of media, you'll never go after your dreams. It's a habit, and we're so prone to checking our phones or just clicking that blue letter F and scrolling the newsfeed, but I'm telling you, be intentional. This habit could be making or breaking your future. So it's time to become proactive about the way we live instead of you being reactive to the world around you. So food for thought. What do your routines look like? Do you have a morning routine that you always use to start your day? Or do you always start your day in reaction to other people's needs, wants, and desires? You're an achiever. You want growth, you want desire, you want an abundant, incredible life. Most people don't have the routines to bring them that kind of life. So you're gonna have to do some things that most people don't do. You're gonna have to learn how successful people start their day and what routines they have. And when you do this, when you know how to upgrade your peer group, how to experience energy on demand, and the routines and growth habits of the world's most influential people, your life explodes. You have these little epiphanies you've never had before because your mind is finally ready to go after what you want, because all those habits that have been cluttering your mind get out of the way. These are the 3 habits you'll need to change if you want to create a life on your terms. This is about escaping mediocrity, about creating an incredible life. So take action today. Get out of your comfort zone today. Have a difficult conversation today. Get out there today and every single day and live your life with a genuine smile on your face. Prep your mind for an incredible life. Because when these habits are in check, it's really, really easy to do. Again, my name is Brad Bizek. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you found value in this video, please share it with other people, someone that you know could benefit from this. That's all I ask, is share this video with someone else so you can benefit their life as well. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in.